It's been a long day and we want something quick and easy for dinner, so I'm gonna make tuna casserole real quick. This is like old school, easy. I grew up on this recipe. Everybody loves it. It's a great recipe and it's super quick. Like, you just have to boil the noodles and then kind of put everything in the oven just to really like heat it all through. So, and melt the cheese, of course. But yeah, so it's super simple. So let me walk you through it. And if you like this recipe, there's 49 more of them in my cookbook. I will link it down below. You can grab yourself an electronic version of it, so an ebook. But everything will be linked in the description. I'll also put a little link in the comments as well. So if you want to try out some of our other fabulous recipes, I encourage you to download the ebook. So let's get started. My water is starting to come to a boil, so I'm going to throw in some extra wide egg noodles. I like the extra wide. It's just Dale and I, so I'm really going to kind of half the recipe, but everything will be well, in my cookbook. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and order that. But I'm just going to kind of throw in like half of this bag. Hence the reason I'm only using the small saucepan and not the big one, because we don't need a million egg noodles. And then I'm really just going to mix it all up in the pan, because there's no point in dirtying up another pan. This is like one of those nostalgic recipes. Like, I absolutely love it. My mom made it all the time, and she put Kraft singles on the top of it, so that's what I'm going to do today. But you can totally use cheddar. I might sprinkle some cheddar in between too. But yeah, it's just the noodles, a can of mixed vegetables. I have mixed emotions about the mixed vegetables. I was just gonna get the peas and carrots, but we're gonna give this a shot. I don't really like mixed vegetables, but it's not the Veg All brand, and that's the one I really despise. So we're gonna give the Del Monte a try and see what we think. And then cream of mushroom soup, and then we just need some tuna. It's a can of tuna. We get this from Trader Joe's. If you're not getting your tuna from Trader Joe's, it's like the sustainably or humanely caught, sustainable skipjack tuna. Like, it's not harmful, and it's like super cheap. It's like $5 a can in the stores, and it's like $1.79 at Trader Joe's. So if you have a Trader Joe's and you like tuna, get this one, because it's superior, and you know, it's better for the fishies. I'm going to start to mix everything in I'm using an 8x8 casserole pan, because I mean, like I said, there's kind of half in the recipe. So you can take your tuna, drain your tuna, put this in there. Can of cream of mush. I think does it plop? I don't know. Is it one of those? No. What's a recipe that you guys, you know, like, it's, you know, childhood nostalgic type recipe? I think everybody has some, you know what I mean, but I just remember this is one of the things that I liked growing up, and it's easy, you know. I think there's so many versions of it, but I'm gonna drain your can of veg. Oh boy, there it goes. Trying to be brave, you know what I'm saying? Give it a good mix. I did end up adding a little sharp cheddar cheese, and then I drained my egg noodles, so I'm gonna put those in there. and mix it around. You want to remember to preheat your oven 350. Like I said, just gonna mix it really good and then basically put it in there to melt the cheese, but make sure it's all mixed up. Then you just want your egg noodles just, you know, to your preferred, you know, doneness. They'll cook a little bit more in the oven, but not like a boatload more. So just throw a little bit of the extra on here. But the thing that makes it, and this is like the old school way, are the Kraft singles. So we're gonna just cover the top with the cheese slices. I added a tad salt and pepper too off camera, but you don't add too much because, you know, the cheese can be salty, so you wanna but you do want, you know, good coverage. And then we're going to bake it uncovered until everything's warm through, I don't know, 15-20 minutes maybe, you know. We'll check on it. Completely off topic though. This LaCroix La Cola is excellent. It kind of has like a cola taste. Obviously no sugar, none of that, but I love it. It kind of hits the spot when you're thirsty. So if you haven't tried it, you see it, you should get it. As it's and here it is in all its glory. It might not be like, you know, the prettiest thing in the world. I guess you could throw some parsley on there, but I'm telling you, it is delish. Let's throw some on a little paper plate here so you can get the, it's a little hot. This is definitely tasty. Let's give it a little shot. It's probably gonna burn my face off, but we're gonna see what we think about these mixed veggies. Kind of got to get a little everything. Let's blow on it. It's good. Oh, this takes me right back. You have to make this. And the veggies aren't that bad. At least on here. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Go down to the link in the description so you can get the recipe. And just like that, it's all gone. Tonight for dinner, I'm having a little easy casserole. It's meat and potato casserole, basically. So I'm gonna brown up some ground beef, and then I'm slicing some potatoes super thin so they cook faster, because we're gonna put this in the oven. So I'm gonna get these browned up and those sliced up, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna throw in some onion powder, garlic powder, garlic, pepper, some seasoned salt. I get the less sodium one. Then we're going to throw in some of this, the salt, pepper, garlic, why not? Have my potatoes sliced. I'm going to grate some cheese, get this all incorporated, and then we'll be able to assemble. Okay, now we're going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom soup and about a half a cup of milk. And then about a half a cup of milk or so. We can add more if we need to. Then we're just going to give that a little mix in the bowl. I think it needs a little bit more milk because we want it to be able to cover the, you know, the potatoes and whatnot. So I think that's much better. I shredded up my cheese. So I'm going to take our casserole dish. We're going to scoop some of our sauce and put it on the bottom of our casserole dish. And then we're going to take some of our meat and sprinkle. And then a nice even layer of these thin potatoes. I'm using Colby Jack, but you can use sharp cheddar or whatever. This is just what I had. And a little more sauce. So more ground beef. Okay. And then potatoes. I diced up about 4 small yellow potatoes. I like the yellow potatoes. You can use russet, but you don't have to peel these. Top with the remaining mixture. Spread it out. Then we're going to top with the rest of the cheese. I shredded up about, I don't know, 8 ounces or so. It's just what I had left in this block of Colby Jack that I needed to use up. So cover it with foil, and then we're going to stick it in our oven for about 30 minutes. Here's the finished product. She's still bubbling. I just took her out of the oven. We're gonna serve it up. She was in the oven probably about an hour or so, so we gotta allow some time for that. Gotta get the potatoes tender. And here it is. Simple and so good. It is Monday morning at 6:30. My clock says 7:30. Our time changed. And I'm going to throw in our smothered chicken legs in the crock pot. This is such an easy recipe. I'm using chicken legs and thighs today because in our Wild Pastures box, it's only 4 chicken legs. So I know Dale can eat the 4 chicken legs. So we're going to do both. It's so simple and so easy, and it's perfect time of year for crock pot recipes. And we're gonna have a nice dinner when we come home. We were gone all weekend, so we got home late last night, and it's nice to be home. You know, it's nice to go out on a little vacation, but it's, you know, it's really nice to be home. And this is a nice, like, home cooked, you know, comfort type meal. I'll probably make some kind of mashed potatoes or potato something on the side and a veggie. So we'll do that after work, but let's throw it in the crock pot and get ourselves to work. Okay, we are going to start by putting in 1 package of brown gravy mix. You can use any brand that you prefer. It is not crucial, the brand, and I have about 3/4 of a cup of water here. Just a little. And we're going to give this a little mix around. I need to buy myself a whisk. What I don't have is a whisk. I had one, it got trapped in my drawer, and I yanked on the drawer, and anyway, it's no longer a whisk, so there's that. Now we want to throw in our chicken. My chicken is frozen, by the way, so it doesn't matter, but anyway, we'll throw in, those are chicken legs, and then I have some chicken thighs because there's only 4 chicken legs, so unfortunately it's gonna have to go like this until it, it thaws, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me wash my hands. It is finally cooler weather here. Thank goodness. I'm telling you, it has been so warm. I think it's gonna be like 75 today, but we're gonna start with some seasoned salt. Just a little bit. The gravy has some salt, but you really want to season these up. Then I have some smoked paprika. Such a good for color too, You really want to season them up good. That's definitely the trick to this guy. And then I love this mushroom umami seasoning from Trader Joe's. This is just, I just happen to have this, but you do. Whatever seasonings you like. I like this one though. It kind of gives a little something. And then of course the garlic powder. Onion powder. My spices are, they get a little humidity. And then some pepper. A little bit of pepper. And then just a little Italian seasoning. Smell that smoked paprika. It smells so tasty. And then I'm going to put it on low for 6 hours. I'm going to be gone for that many, so it's not going to hurt it. Plus, our chicken, like I said, is frozen, so we are going to, it's going to be just fine for whatever the 10 hours we're going to be gone. And then we'll come back and we'll make something fabulous with it. Everybody loves dinner in the crock pot when they come home. So, and this is a tasty one and kid approved. So I'm going to finish getting ready for work. Let my dogs outside. So it is now 4:30 and we're home from work. I'm going to take this chicken out of the crock pot. So it's really, see, it just is falling off the bone, but it smells incredible. I'm just making some Trader Joe's scalloped potatoes to go with it. So, but you can, leave it in here for quite a long time and it'll be okay. So. If you made mashed potatoes, you could probably put some of that gravy over it. And that was like my initial plan, but we're just gonna go with this route instead. So I just served it with these scalloped potatoes from Trader Joe's and it just fell right off the bone. It is so good. That's going to do it for this week's recipes. Those are 3 of our favorites. If you're interested in a cookbook, the link will be down below if you want to grab one of those. Hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and we will see you on the next one.